Yo, 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 yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
What's good? It's your boy Matt.
It's your girl Jasmine.
And we are the
Millennial Tempo.
Yeah. Hey, so today we doing something a little different.
All the way different.
All the way.
Like, we all out our element. But you know what, though? We litty.
We is lit. So, we got some friends in the building.
Got special guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Yo, this is Derek.
Yo, this is Charles.
This is Dana.
And it's Shanice.
Y'all, we got the Westons, we got the Williams, and we got the Andrews.
Yeah. So, to get clarity, Derek and Shanice is married, and then Charles and Dana are married. And we're going to do a little combination episode.
Yes.
All married couples.
Yes, and then y'all like, we up in here on the hood affair, every hood, everywhere. We ain't got but 2 mics.
You ain't got to tell them that.
Yeah.
I thought you was finna say we in here smoking hookah and vibing, nigga. What you talking about?
My bad. Yeah,
They don't need to know all that was behind the scenes.
We got 2 mics. We ain't got enough equipment, but we gonna make it do what it do because we love each other and we thought this would be a great idea to, you know, show y'all what black love is like. Like we got 3 black couples here that not only are married but healthy marriages, which is the thing that is the most important.
Facts. So,
And we smoking hookah.
Yeah.
They drinking. I'm not drinking because I got, you know, I just can't do it.
Man, you done had enough for everybody. You know what I mean? Birthday was lit.
Y'all, this is my birthday weekend. My birthday is tomorrow. I'm turning 31, guys. So we have had a litty ass weekend. Shanice and Derek, they're from Colorado. Well, they from COL, Columbus, Georgia. Well, Shanice is my friend. Her and I have been friends.
Y'all go way back like
Since
4 flats on the
2003.
Cadillac, ain't it?
We started. I didn't play volleyball my freshman year, but I played volleyball. But I played basketball my freshman year.
Yeah.
And that's when her and I met. And
Push
became
back like
friends.
a bad headline.
Yep. So 03. Her and I became friends in 03.
Oh,
Her and I
man.
used to always battle for the 6th man. Like, you would be the 6th or either I'd be the 6th.
We talking about basketball?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the volleyball,
Hoopers?
we was both the outside hitters. We was both for the stars. Me, her, and Terry. You know my friend Terry that work at the shoe stores when we go to Columbus?
Oh, yeah.
Puerto Rican?
In the mall.
Yep.
Yeah, I do it.
She
Okay.
was our setter, and then her and I were the outside hitters.
Okay.
And we killed that shit. We made All By City our senior, all 3 of us.
Okay, that's what's up. And what's your relationship with Dana? For the
Dana's
people.
my
We
cousin.
know this. But
Yeah, Dana's my cousin. It's weird because I ain't known her that long. But like we like almost best friends at this point.
How long does y'all relationship stint back? Just get clarity.
Yeah, but I've only been living here for 2 years.
Yeah, when she came
Yeah,
to
when
DC.
I
Really?
moved here in 2017.
So this is new information to me. So you guys didn't know each other, or you just didn't hang out like
I
that?
had no idea who she was.
I think I saw you. I think I saw you one time at a reunion.
Which one?
DC.
DC
You was
reunion?
here
Okay.
with DC reunion.
Okay.
Your mom introduced us.
Okay.
Because she was like, I remember because my sister's a Zeta, and she was just like, yeah, I'm a Zeta, and y'all like, you know, realized y'all both was Zetas.
Okay.
And I mean, the DC reunion was in like 2010.
10.
Yeah.
I remember that reunion.
So I mean, other than that, no. But then I know when they was getting ready to move up here, my parents had a cookout and they had crabs.
It was high school graduation.
Yeah. So at that point, it was just like, yeah, we getting ready to move to DC, and I was just like, oh, okay, it's another cousin. Like all my cousins, from my dad's side, live in Michigan. Like, I really don't hang out with none of my dad's cousins except for the ones that live in Virginia. So it's literally the same people. And I was like, oh, okay. And then it's been...
Yeah, like, we like almost best friends now. Her and I talk at least once a week.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
So yeah, the fellas over here, we just chop cheese because we know each other through y'all. You know what I'm saying?
We married into the friendship.
Yeah, exactly. You feel me?
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes.
So Dana and Charles, how long y'all been married?
In May it'll be 3 years. So
3
we've been married
years.
2 years and some change.
Okay.
How long y'all been married?
So it was 3 years in December. So we're working on number 4.
Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, outstanding.
Yes, and
That's
y'all
what's
know
up.
Matt and I have been married for 6 years.
Yeah, Tempo family. Y'all know
Yeah.
what's going on with us. Yo, so what we talking about today, man? You know what I'm saying? What's the deal?
We got to recap. Like, it was my birthday. My birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, Lord. Let's recap this weekend.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, God.
We're not going to recap from past weeks because we're going to talk about, it's all about me. It's my birthday and I cry if I want to. Cry if I want to.
I packed that.
So, my friends flew in. Shanice and Derek, they flew in from Colorado on Friday. So, on Thursday, like, I was already, Cody was like, when is Khalil getting here? He don't even know Khalil for real. But I had been telling him that his best friend, his boys, that's what he been telling me. When are my boys coming? When are my boys coming? So, Thursday, Shanice and I been texting for, like, about a week.
Uh-huh.
Like, all right, when you coming, I can't wait. So they got here on Friday. I booked on work. Like, I was like, I'm out. I had nothing to do.
Yeah.
Pulled
so
up.
you just abscondering on the clock.
Mind your business. Mind your business.
Let the world know.
Yeah.
Let the world know.
So I
You know what I'm
booked.
saying?
I got home.
On
I went to
record.
pick my kids up, and
Yeah.
Cody was like, Khalil. As soon as we pulled up in the driveway. So we got here, and they was in the bed laming it. They was doing the family sleep. Like, shit was weird. Like, everybody.
What, the day that they got here?
Yeah, we pulled up.
That's
like,
when they had traveled. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
We have been up since 3.
But they was sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I was up in here fussing and cussing.
They was
They
out
ain't
of
heard
there.
nothing.
Uh.
They ain't heard nothing. So Cody was like, where's Khalil? I'm like, baby, he's downstairs. They're in the basement. So then I think I think I ended up coming down here on you.
She woke me up, y'all. She
Yeah.
was like, bitch, get your ass up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, it's lit.
Yeah.
Sleep, though.
Yeah. So got him up, and we was down here just chilling in the basement. And then Shanice was like, bitch, it's time to turn up. I'm like, okay.
So what y'all did then?
We started taking shots.
Y'all start taking shots?
And that's when everybody was like, oh, I didn't drink much. I had been drinking before. Like, me, Shanice, and Derek was drinking way before you got here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had been drinking.
I seen the snap. No,
Yeah.
I seen the gram.
Yeah, because you don't follow me on Snapchat.
It was on
Nah.
both of them, though.
It was on both? Okay. So when I came through the door, you was already a little loose.
Probably like 3 shots. And I was taking shots with my mama via FaceTime.
Oh, yeah. She did chime in. Yo, let me tell you about her, man. She answering the door. We got the Ring doorbell. And we also got
Oh, she
Alexa.
got you too?
So our accounts is like synced up. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know how.
I know how because I set the stuff up. So like they can chime in, look at our stuff, and if they had a Ring doorbell at their house, we can do the same. But anyways, I'm at work and Derek and Shanice got here, and I thought that it was Jasmine talking to them through the Ring doorbell, and it was her mom all the way in Georgia. I'm like, yo. I'm talking trash too. I'm like, yo, don't you got work to be doing?
He was.
But you was on there too, though.
I wasn't on it. I was on FaceTime with my mama.
Oh,
I was on the
okay, 'cause I
phone with my
heard
mama.
you.
She
And
had
I
Yeah.
was
me on
like,
speakerphone.
I'm like, dang, Jazz sounds just like her mama. That gotta be her
I wasn't
mama.
on there. You couldn't hear me. I wasn't
No,
on there
I
at
did.
all.
You was laughing because then he was like,
Oh,
don't
she
you
must have had
got
me on
work to
speakerphone.
do?
Yeah, I heard it. She
Yeah.
must have had me on speakerphone. So we started taking shots, and I'm pressed. I'm like, Matt, why you not home? Like, we ain't set up. We ain't finished cooking. Nothing. So he pulled up. I was like, baby daddy, get here ASAP because we got till 7:30 for the party to get started.
Yeah, so what? Friday we had a kickback type party
Game
at the
night.
house, game night.
Shout out to Matt. He had it all together. Had the decorations
He
and
did.
everything. Food. He did that, y'all.
He impressed me. You impressed
Hey,
me.
anything for my baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
impressed
saying?
me.
You know what I'm saying?
So boom, we doggone had a game night. Game night was lit.
It was lit though.
And we got a solid ass crew, man. Like, we already know who coming through. Our
Yeah.
crew so solid.
Yeah, it was lit, man. It was karaoke. You know what I mean? We did some
Taboo.
taboo. They took some shots.
And we did
It sound
military
happy
versus
birthday.
civilian. And
Yeah.
the civilians kicked y'all ass.
Cheated.
Yeah, y'all definitely
Y'all
was
was
cheating,
bad.
man.
Nah, y'all was mad.
Nah, y'all was cheating, man.
like,
Y'all was tallying up points that wasn't even real.
Don't tell no lies.
You know what I'm
Tell
saying?
no
I was
lies.
going away.
Nah,
For
y'all
real,
had
for
cards
real,
that
man.
I was like, come
Y'all
on
was
now.
y'all was cheating.
We still had hard words. I
What's
had
that?
ashless chaps.
And you did have assless chaps. How do you describe assless chaps without?
Prince.
No, this bitch tried to describe me.
Yeah, that was, I was like, what?
I needed people to guess the word ass.
That's plenty of ass.
Oh yeah. I think I had. I was like Derek.
Big ass. I'm like, Dad.
Big ass, thick ass, fat ass. I was like, damn.
And all the words was about you.
Everything was about me.
Hey, yo, big ass.
Oh man.
Yeah, he back crying. Whatever. So anyway, so that was Friday. I got really drunk once I went upstairs, and we're not gonna go into detail about that.
Yeah, I mean, we done had so many incidents all starting to run together now. I mean, let's see, let's not just skim past that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is the Millennial Tempo, and we do share with our listeners in depth our situations. So, it's Friday night. Okay, yeah, you was really
my
drunk.
business. All right, go ahead.
Like, she getting mad over there.
I ain't gonna get mad.
I mean, I just had to assist you. I just had to assist you getting in the bed. I ain't gonna go into depth like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I gave my baby a bath. You know what I mean? And I put my baby clothes on.
What
and
else
I
did
made
you do?
sure she got in the bed.
You said I couldn't even hold my leg.
No, I didn't even attempt that though. But that was the known.
The norm.
That was the known. I already knew that. I already knew like it was nothing, and I wasn't. You know, look, I'm not finna put that work in like that, man. No, I didn't. See, now you making it up now.
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
Now you making this up
So
because
you gonna skim over the part that happened, and I don't even.
it didn't
have
happen
no
though.
She didn't consent.
It didn't.
No, we didn't.
On Friday?
We didn't have sex Friday night.
Yes, we did. You told me.
No,
I
you
told
did
you
not.
my ass was hurting. I said,
And I told you your ass shouldn't have been hurting because we didn't have sex.
you told me I kicked you off of me.
No, Jasmine.
Yes, I did. No, when you were ejaculating, you said.
Oh,
that.
you know what? Yeah, we did have sex on Friday.
When this nigga had a drink.
Wait, you told me all of this stuff.
She said ejaculate.
Hey, we did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
He
we
was trying to get
did.
it out expeditiously.
We did. Yeah, I was though. Yeah, we did. Okay, yeah. So we did have sex on Friday then. You just Nah, it wasn't. Nah. It was none of that going on.
He put the
It was
thumb in
just,
there, huh?
you know, what I'm
There's a
saying? Nah,
kid, y'all.
it
There's
wasn't.
a kid coming. No, it's probably mine.
It wasn't like that. Like it was just some regular, you know, missionary sex because she was, you know, a little intoxicated, man. But I'm saying she was aware of what's going on though. It wasn't like she was just passed out limp noodle.
Like last night though.
Cause like she just said, you know what I'm saying, when I was getting ready to, you know, finish up the job, she decided to kick me in the stomach and get me up off her.
'Cause I don't want no more kids.
Well,
and I'm on birth control.
I think. Oh yeah. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm well aware of that.
And no, and
Oh,
it's obviously weak.
Nah, the pull out,
Cause
man.
Cannon is
What?
up there hollering now.
Well, nah, that was
So
like
it's obviously weak.
drunk nights, man.
We weren't drunk.
Where with Cannon?
No.
Oh.
Sips tea.
All right.
So,
next
anyways,
week,
Yeah.
Saturday.
So Saturday, Matt got up and cooked us all a nice, beautiful breakfast.
And
know
we
what I
made
mean?
mimosas. They was bomb.
Yeah.
hey man, anything for my baby.
Yeah, and for my friends, that's the beauty of it. Like the fact that you making sure that my friends is straight. I love that.
Yeah, man.
Like we ate
my
good. We
folks
had
too, man.
breakfast. Then we had a bar crawl.
Yeah,
Liddy.
super lit. So look,
Oh my God.
before we even left the house, right? Because we left the house like 2:30. They was already like 2 mimosas in and a shot with the to go mimosas. You know what I mean? So we drove to the train station and then we got on the train and took the train into the city for the bar crawl, the black bar crawl in DC. They do it every year. It's dope.
And let me just shout them out though, because it's a black bar. It's called DC Black Bar Crawl, and we only patronize black organizations. And so like we all pick a group. So we was in Southern Diplomats because the majority of us is from the South. So we did a Southern Diplomats group, and we followed them. We actually ended up
We switched before we even got to moving.
Yeah, we did. Cause one of the clubs that we was like, nah, we gotta go. Cause the club that we wanted, Cloak and Dagger, wasn't on our list, And so Shanice and Erica was like, nah, let's just switch groups. So we ended up switching groups. Oh, tell them about DJ Maddie Wag.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so yeah, man. So at the very first spot when you you got to check in. So everybody who's a part of the bar crawl goes to one location, check in, get their wristbands, and then they break them down like that, and you go with your individual groups. So while we was waiting to check in, they had some music playing or whatever. It wasn't all that though.
It was whack.
Yeah, like he was playing right there. He was playing Hurricane Chris, A Bay Bay. You feel me? Just a bunch of you know what I'm saying? Like something that would have hit like in the early 2000s, but nobody was feeling it. So I don't know if the guy was the owner or what, like the manager.
I think he heard you and Erica.
Derek, you grabbed him, right?
I walked up to
Derek
him.
grabbed him.
Okay.
I was
What
like,
happened?
hey, man, I'm a DJ. Let me go up there, man, because this music is trash. He was like, all right, let's go. I was like, nah. For real. DJ Maddie Wag, he the real DJ. Go ahead, take him. He was like, all right, let's go upstairs. And I was like, let's go, Matt.
Yo.
And it was lit. Like,
Yeah.
Matt had the spot turned. For real, everybody was jamming.
That was basically it, man. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, you a DJ? I was like, not really, but kinda. You know what I'm saying? you know what I'm saying? So, hey, I went up. They took me up to the DJ booth, man. I hooked up and just played a couple tracks, man. Made a couple announcements, and that was that.
Nah. When he threw them shades on, that's when it was.
Hey, look, nah.
He threw them shades on up there.
I had to take the shades off to see what was going on. I had already had some shades on, but I had to take them off just to see, like, okay, what was in front of me, what I'm working with. And then when I seen what was going on, I was like, all right, cool. Put them joints back on. Let me rock out. You feel me? Trying to get that crowd control.
Yeah. So we end up. He was only DJing for a short amount of time because that was like the check-in. So we had to move to another spot.
Yep.
So we went to Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah.
And all these ninjas had me double fisting all night.
All night.
You're welcome.
You do know what that means, right?
Pause.
You do know what double fisting means, right?
No, she don't.
Nah, that's in the pink and in the stink.
She still don't know.
Elaborate.
When you got your hand inside the vagina and in the ass.
Oh.
Yeah, double fisting.
So she wasn't double fisting, y'all. She was just 2 cups shorty.
Oh.
yeah.
No fisting going on at the bar crawl.
No.
Okay?
It was after the bar crawl.
I was saying that. Look, no, I was saying that all night. I was like, double fish, shorty. And this is my move.
I got it on tape.
No wonder why people was looking at you.
They was.
Hell
It was like,
no.
oh, she
So
nasty.
second spot was lit. Like,
It was lit, though. The DJ they had a real DJ in there. It was pumping.
It was hot as a bitch, but it was lit.
we opened
But we-
windows.
Oh yeah, we did.
Derek had figured that shit out. We was lit.
I was like,
Had the windows
We was
open.
like sweating.
But look though, what happened when we went to the bathroom? Oh, it was 3 couples.
yeah.
So it was like one of our friends, Shanice and our friends. We all went to Albany State together, and I'm like, oh, you live here, I live here. Boom, you want to come out? Boom. So it was 3 couples. No, 4 couples. I'm lying. 4 black couples, and all the ladies had to go to the bathroom. And we came back, and y'all was telling us how y'all just was like shutting bitches down.
Facts.
We was tested.
Because while y'all was gone, they wasn't doing nothing but playing ass shaking music.
And we
You
were
feel
down
me?
there shaking our ass by the bathroom.
I'm gonna throw that money like a freak.
You know what I'm saying? They would throw that ass in a circle, back that ass up, everything.
And they was
everything.
doing it, and I'm
And they
looking out
was
the window.
doing
I'm
it.
like, nope,
Yo.
not today, devil.
You already know.
Not
Yeah.
today,
You
devil.
already know what happened.
We
if I
all
walked up there.
for real, like we all had to huddle up and was like what's really going on right now? Like with the girls.
Did they
Who
send him
who
here?
sent them?
Right.
Who sent them?
Let me hit it.
I was scared. I was like, nah. As soon as somebody get close, they gonna walk upstairs like, what they doing over here?
You
Not
already
Exactly.
know we done shut
No,
shit
we would have
down.
beat up bitches.
exactly. And we
And
trying to have a
niggas.
good night, and that
We would've
was
beat
not
them up.
gonna be
Have
a
a
good
good
night.
night.
We had a bomb ass time.
Yeah.
So
So
spot 2 was lit.
it was. So we
Move
moved.
on to number 3.
Yeah,
Yep.
because we got to get into the podcast.
Yeah. Number 3 was straight. You know what I'm saying? We went in there. It was straight, but they shut it down though.
They
Like
ran out of liquor.
they ran out of liquor on the first floor, and then
They said it was too crowded. That's why they called the fire department.
too many people was in there. So like we was only in that joint for like 25 minutes, something like that. 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
Longer than
No,
that,
it wasn't,
man.
but you had that drink, and that's what put you over the
Yeah, that's to put you over the top because
That's what did it.
we left from there, went and got some pizza. You was smashed, like done.
That pizza was good.
The pizza was good though. Big New York slices, yeah.
Jumbo slices.
Extra large joints.
I don't know how we ended up in the excuse my language, but the Rainbow Club. But we definitely went there.
Last.
Oh yeah, after the
Good spot.
Yeah.
secret lounge. Now that I'm
It
sitting here
speaks
talking
for
about,
itself.
oh man,
It was the only
it just sunk in.
Yeah.
It's
Secret.
it's called Secret Lounge.
We was
Makes
the only
sense.
straight couples in there.
Yeah.
Yo, I almost had
I don't
to,
know.
I almost had to beat somebody up in there.
Me
and
too.
my silly ass. I'm talking about. Everybody went to the bathroom. The only people who was there was me, you, Nat, and Marrige.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was like on the couch, like lounging like a mug, like laid out. Like, nah, bitch, this our section. So a little gay dude. Well, let me not say that. A dude. What happened, Matt?
So he comes up, right? Like he came up with like probably 10 people. You know what I'm saying? It's a really big section. It's like it's the shape of a rectangle. You know, one side got their own table and the other side got their table. So we had our little section and our table, and you know, we had just enough room for us. They all came, and he tried to come sit over on our side. I'm like, look, man, ain't enough room over here. I got like 4 people at the bar that, you know what I mean, we got to have seats for them. And he was like, man, I'm just trying to sit right here. I'm like, bro, it's nothing. So he went and like tried to tell the server on me. He was like, he won't let us sit down and this, that, and the third. And she was like, well, are you with him? Like, are y'all together? Because like this part right here is for all of them. And, you know, y'all got like 30 people with y'all. Like, y'all just can't impose over here. So, you know what I mean? I thought I was going to have to get physical with him, though. He's a big guy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can tell, like, he probably the type of person that's used to saying something to somebody. And because he's so big, people just going to react. But I'm a big guy, too, though.
And they don't fight fast.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
had a friend that night, so.
What happened?
So, you know, it was the end of the night. Everybody was lit. We needed some water. So I'm like, okay, I'm finna go get us some water. I walk up to the bar. One of the dudes like, I've been waiting here 20 minutes. Ain't nobody served me. I'm like, well, I'm just here for water. He was like, well, this motherfucker right here not doing nothing. He go over to him. He was like, you not doing nothing. Make her some water. She need 3 of them. He stood up, made my water. I was like, thanks, friend. Like, real quick. But other than that, like, it was a good night for me. But I made a friend.
I gotta go back to the third club that we went to. And this one dude with the dreads had Jazz.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Go back to Shanice first.
He dropped Shanice. He was like, "Why you not dancing on your man?" She was like, "I am." He was like, "No, get your head between
He
your
was
legs."
like holding her head down.
He gave a demonstration, too.
Like,
this is what I do.
Kids. Like, we good. I don't need no
Then
help.
he got up behind Jazz and hit her with the 2 thrusts. I was like, "Oh man!" He was like,
"You good, big dog?" Matt was like, "Shit, I ain't tripping."
Knowing damn well, had I even bent over a little bit, both of us would have been beat up.
And I'd have helped Matt too. Like,
Yeah.
on him.
No, I knew better.
Facts. You know what I'm saying?
better.
I wasn't tripping because you
didn't know.
didn't react. He didn't know that you was with me. You know what I'm saying? And he obviously was extremely gay.
secret.
Oh yeah,
Extremely to the top.
Yeah, he wasn't interested in that jazz.
Yeah, he
You
dropped
know what I'm
his
saying?
foot in the club. So
Yeah.
that solidified his
his sexuality for real.
Not that, you know, I'm saying a homosexual man can't catch these hands for hitting on my wife, but you feel me like
Those be the ones
I
though.
hit on last night.
Those be the ones that secretly be trying to get the girls though. They just play that part. You know, I've
got
seen
hit
it.
on
right.
I had one ask me real quick. He was like, "You single?" I'm like, "No, I'm married. I'm here with my husband." Damn. I'm like, "But you don't even look like you like my type." But he was interested for some reason.
Most of them, these new boys be bisexual now. Like that's a new thing. Is everybody bisexual?
Yeah.
Or what they call it, bi-curious. Like they don't even call it that word. Don't even exist no more. It's not called bisexuals no more. It's called bi-curious.
Uh-huh.
All right, we got to move on to the train.
So trainers, man. Jazz, man, she couldn't even barely walk. You know what I mean? She was saucy. She couldn't barely walk, man. I was trying to hold up. She would fight me off. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just let her fall down. Yeah, I tried to. I held up though. You know what I mean?
You did.
She got on the. We got some pictures and some videos or whatever.
We may post.
We might release.
the
We might
episode.
release some.
We
You know what I mean?
We got him now.
Yeah, my baby was toe up. And then the day we went to brunch, it was really good.
Yes.
It was good.
Right.
They had unlimited mimosas. You know.
Pretty much. But yeah, we basically patronized black businesses all weekend.
Yep.
Cause the Little Fish is a restaurant in Waldorf, Maryland.
Yeah.
Black owned.
Yeah.
The black man that owned it be in there working.
Yeah, he do.
Lord.
Grinding. Our waiter was a black man.
Artist.
Yeah, black artist, and he served us good. The food was good.
Yeah.
The vibe was good. Our kids was there, so we did a family day. It was a good vibe.
Yeah.
And
it
then we
was.
came home and we was like, we got all this blackness, black greatness up in here. Like let's feature them on the podcast.
Yeah. So what? So all right. So what are we talking about today?
I was thinking about like, let's talk about either a struggle in marriages, and let's talk about the great parts of our marriages, like specifically about our marriage. We kind of want to hear from y'all and get different perspectives, because for us, Matt and I, even though we talk to, do this podcast, but mostly everything is from our perspective, and to be able, for me, I always tell Matt is I wish I could be a fly on the wall and be in other people's households and just see how they handle stuff, see how they talk things out, see how they argue. Like, because sometimes I be feeling like, damn, like, are we the only ones who argue like this?
Right.
Or are we the only ones who deal with the things that we deal with? And to be able to hear different perspectives, I feel like would just be able to, give us all the solidification, just the knowing that we good. Like, we got solid ass marriages, because everybody goes through things, everybody deals with stuff, everybody got their own struggle in their marriages, but at the end of the day, we all work hard, we love hard, and we love it. You know what I'm saying? We like this foundation of a black household and black marriages and healthy black households and healthy black marriages. So when I thought about it, I was like, we got 3 powerful ass couples up in here. Like, let's talk. Let's get different perspectives and let's piggyback off one another so that we could, learn from one another.
All right. I like it.
I love it.
All right.
So, what's up? Where y'all want to start at?
So we talk about specific struggles?
Yeah, we the Millennial Podcast. Matt and I get really, really, really transparent in our marriage. And if you're comfortable, because we don't know what y'all comfortability is, and we don't want to impose on y'all comfortability.
Right.
However, whatever you want to discuss, whatever you want to talk about, let's do it.
You good, babe?
We good, back?
Let's do it.
All right, well.
I'm always good.
Okay.
Well, this is Dana.
Hi, Dana.
I do feel like I'm in AA meeting. So me and my husband been married for 2 solid years, and one of the biggest struggle that we have had in the 2 years is we are actively trying to have a child. And one of the biggest struggles was, if you've ever tried to have a child, like actively tried to have a child, some people are blessed enough to be like, whoops.
Yeah.
But if you've actively tried to have a child, it is very stressful on your marriage. Mm-hmm. It's very stressful on your sex life with your husband, because it's not just, you know what, I'm feeling it, you feeling it, let's feel it together. Nope, it's, this is the right day, this is the right time, and it becomes a science experiment, and it's not fun. So what we've decided to do is put a little pause on that and go back to just enjoying each other. We're both, we don't have children yet. Mm-hmm. My man works hard, y'all, like 7 days a week hard. And I don't, but I make sure the house is clean. And I
Love the
mean,
honesty.
our date nights are usually always lit. Like that's the couple that we are. Like every Saturday.
They go to the movies every fucking weekend.
Yes, we go to the movies every weekend.
That's about right.
We go to the movies.
That's them too.
Yes. Every
Yes.
We
weekend.
are the AMC
Yes.
Stubbs
We-
list.
Yes.
We use our 3 a week.
Okay.
Really?
Cinemark.
Bingo
Without the
memberships.
kids.
Yes.
Really?
Cinemark, we are Cinemark members. We will be in the movies every weekend. And if we really feel a little saucy, we might hit a double feature. So that's our thing. Yes, that's our thing. But we'll go other places, but we are on go pretty much all the time. And I mean, that's one of the reasons why we decided to put a plug and just enjoy us, because we've been together for 7 years.
Yeah.
This month, and I mean, it's putting us straight on our marriage. Like, I was hating him every month because I was just like, we need to go, let's go, and he's just like, bitch, I'm tired.
And let me tell you, when I did not like him is when we had kids.
Same here.
So you might just gotta dislike each other,
Same
get
here.
it in real quick, and then boom, you're
Just got
pregnant.
Matt
to let
too.
them take it.
Matt too.
for real.
And then don't go to the
Cody is
bathroom.
Yeah, don't go to the bathroom after.
You just gotta let it
sit.
marinate
Yeah.
up in there.
Cody is a beefing baby. Cody is a beefing baby. Matt and I were beefing as well.
Khalil was a beef baby.
But just to,
So look, I don't want to skim past that
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we got
yeah.
a lot of. I'm sure we got people that's trying to have kids too.
Yeah.
Like what type of are people who like going trying to have kids and they might run into a situation in the future? Like what type of strain does that put on your relationship?
yeah.
Like what you mean when you say?
So I'll let my husband talk in a second. So from a female's point of view, I mean, of course, as a female, so also being transparent, we did successfully get pregnant in 2018, and it ended in a miscarriage. So trying to get pregnant after a miscarriage puts like, if you thought you had strain before, like it's because you're questioning yourself because you're like, I know I can get pregnant, but now I'm not getting pregnant again. So it's just like, it's a lot of strain because you're angry at your spouse and you don't know why. And it's not because you're not getting pregnant. It literally is like the timing has to be like so perfect. And if niggas is tired because like I said, my husband works 7 days a week, y'all. And like everybody is tired. I only work my 8 hours and I'll be tired. But you don't take that into account when you like so goal driven. And so life happens, and when you're in that moment, you don't care about life happening, and so you're just like, no, we need to go, and we need to go right now. And when it don't happen right then, it's just like you be like, this is your fault. So I know for me personally, and I've admitted this to him, so this is nothing new. I was blaming him because I was just like, you're not doing this right now. And then I was like, girl, don't nobody want to have sex with you when you all up their ass and you like putting all this pressure. Like, I never realized that men really are like mental creatures with stuff, and it's just like
People.
People.
Yeah.
yes,
people.
people and not a sperm bank. And I admitted to him, I was like, dog, I'm treating you like a sperm bank. Like, fill her up, let's go. And I had to like take a step back and be like,
God damn.
nah, this ain't it. So, Charles, your perspective?
Well, yeah, just to put my 2 cents in, sometimes it'll feel like a job than actually having, like, I guess, fun with it. So it could be a stressful situation.
I can imagine that. Just because we've never talked about on no episodes about our struggle, and I tell Dana all the time, I feel like I'm your confidant when it comes to that, because number one,
Like our pregnancy struggle, like what struggle you talking about?
Yeah, you remember it took us 2 years.
I think we have hit on that though.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Y'all listen, have we really gone into it?
Y'all haven't gone in deep, but y'all like, but it's hard for me to make a judgment because I know personally.
Okay, so just for y'all to know, Matt and I don't know if you know, but Matt and I don't know if Shanice knows, that we had a struggle. When we moved to Virginia, everybody that was our friends
Had kids.
Yeah. So
Facts.
for us, we was the minority. We didn't fit. We fit in, but we didn't understand. Like, okay, y'all trying to hang out, and everybody was like, oh no, we got football practice, we got cheerleading. No, we gotta do this with the kids. So then it became on me to where like, oh well, let's have a baby. Like I wanted to have a baby. And prior to, I never thought about kids. I never was into kids. But being around that type of environment was where every last friend that we had in Virginia had kids except for us. So that pressure started on us where we was trying. And then everybody, y'all know I struggle with endometriosis, which is infertility. So we had got to a point when Matt and I got married.
Not to cut you off, but infertility is one of the symptoms of endometriosis. They're not the same thing. Like
that's a symptom of endometriosis.
Right. Like if you have endometriosis, you suffer from infertility as well.
That's a symptom.
Okay.
Yes, that's a very strong symptom.
Okay.
Is infertility. So in my mind, I can't get pregnant. That was my mind. It was so when we first got married, I had a cycle. I was on this shot that you do for endometriosis. It's to help you with your symptoms of endometriosis while you were deployed. So when you got back from deployment, I did the depot shot. I got one dosage of the depot shot, and I bled from June 2013 up until May 2014. Straight cycle, straight bleeding.
It was rough.
It was rough. It was rough. Like,
and we was newly married.
And you know, in a past episode, Matt, you know, talked about how in his mind, I'm married. I'm supposed to have guaranteed sex. And so that was a struggle for us. I couldn't have sex with you. I'm bleeding. I'm hurting. I'm in pain. I don't want to have sex. And he couldn't understand that. I didn't understand that. My mind said, well, if I'm bleeding, if I'm uncomfortable, like, why should I feel sorry that you're uncomfortable? Mm-hmm. So I didn't have that understanding that no, like, although I'm bleeding, let me make sure you straight as well. You're a man and you're a good man. So I need to try to compromise or come up with ways to try to help you alleviate whatever stresses you have. And I didn't understand that in that first year.
Right, yeah. In hindsight, we get the picture. Bro.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah, now. So we struggle. So we got to the point to where, like I didn't know all that fancy stuff like the temperature and all of that stuff that you do, which I still have no idea what's the science behind that. However, I had the ovulation test. So every month we did an ovulation test. And when I would get a happy face, it was literally like, come on. And we would have sex all day long. Shit. And I think the difference...
Venom, spin them, and get up in them.
Yeah, like we would. Anytime I would get a happy face and we would hang upside down, we would...
Put the legs up.
Yeah, we would hang upside down. I wouldn't pee.
All of that.
I wouldn't do none of that. And every month I had a period. See, I'm not... As far as Dana, she would share her suffers. You know, you would talk to me and tell me. For me, I didn't have nobody to talk to. So I would sit in the bed by myself while he sleep peacefully, and I cry all night. I'm crying all night, crying. Because for me, and then I'm seeing all these people around me having babies, getting pregnant, and I also had the struggle that you have, which is this motherfucker don't even deserve to be pregnant. But here I am, you know, doing all the right things in life, but yet I'm not getting pregnant. So I dealt with that as well. And so, like I said, did it. And we ended up, thankfully, our insurance paid for us to get IUI. So we did the IUI. We did the whole thing where Matt had to masturbate and ejaculate into something, and then they put the sperm.
That was weird.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, how was that?
Yo, that joint was just like TV. You know what I'm saying? I had to go to, it was two separate occasions where I had to.
First, you had to get your test.
They wanted to. At first, I went to LabCorp, and they actually just wanted to test my semen count. So I went to this little shady little, like, you know what I'm saying, part of the lab, and they was like, all right, Mr. Andrews, you know, you're gonna go in this room. Here's a cup, and there's some materials in there to help you along. So I didn't know that shit was real. I thought, you know, it's TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that just happened on TV, but no, literally, I went in that joint. They had pornos in there, like videotapes, magazines. Yeah, it was. You know what I'm saying?
How you supposed to nut on that?
And I'm like, yo, I'm not finna touch none of these magazines. Are you nuts? I mean, people done been in here whacking it to these joints. Like, how they even sterilize these? Like, what is joint commission at? Because I know this can't be right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, who they? I'm saying, nah. So yeah, when I did my thing, and then the second time when they actually spun it down, Jazz was there. She was able to actually assist into the situation. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that was cool. Yeah.
Is it a comfortable? I know it's not a comfortable situation, but how do you feel in there just ejaculating in the room?
Well, it was kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of weird because everybody know what you there to do. You know what I'm saying? They professional, but still, like, I'm going in the joint, and it's a female nurse intaking me and shit, and I'm like, okay, she know I'm finna go in here and gun it down. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Y'all, so preface that before I got pregnant, we were going to do a semen analysis because that was part of the process.
Yeah.
The beauty and the pain of it was, the rule was, if you live 30 minutes from the bank, you can do this at home. They give you this pasty ass condom, like literally, like it looked like it was covered in baby powder. And you're supposed to have sex with this condom on, and then we both looking at each other like, nah, dog, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, that joint was hella weird looking.
It was crazy. It literally looked like it was covered in baby powder, and it was dry on both sides. And it was like you were supposed to do your stuff, and he was supposed to basically nut in this condom, and then they had a dropper. You were supposed to suck it out of the condom, put it in this cup, and then take it. You had to keep it room temperature. So I had my plan like, I'm gonna put it in my shirt, and I'm gonna keep it warm. Take it up the street, 30 minutes, drop it off. We attempted this, and we both looked at each other. We was just like, you know what? We're going to give this a couple more months. If I'm not pregnant, then we'll try again. Because it did not work. It literally was like a science experiment. Because we got raped, but we couldn't even, the condom was literally like covered in like powder. It was like.
So did y'all at least do it, or y'all didn't even get to it?
No, that ruined the mood. Like,
yeah, I wasn't feeling that.
No, it ruined the mood for both of us because literally, first of all, I don't know the last time. Again, we are married. I don't know the last time either one of us has purchased or utilized a condom, let alone. So that was weird.
We tried it. We tried using condoms.
But like literally, we haven't used a condom. We've been in the 7 years we've been together. I don't know the last time we used a condom. So on one end, you're using a condom with your husband. So that already is taking the weird. That's weird in and of itself. And then it's like a super sterile powdery condom. The condom itself costs $10 for one condom. And we literally looked at each other and was just like, nah, dog.
You gotta use that like role play though. Like,
yes,
you a
like,
slutty nurse or something. He walk in on you, bent over. Oh, nurse, is that for me? And then you just put the condom on. I don't want my wife to find out. You just gotta start thinking about stuff.
Like it was weird, and then it's just like then you have to use like this the wipe. You have to use a sterile wipe, and then it's just like literally.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot.
It was so much work, and we was like, dog, like no. And then we ended up getting pregnant, literally like 2 weeks after we was going to do the semen analysis. So I was like, obviously, your soldiers are in good condition, so we can forego this. But that piece, like, because I told him like you could either do this at the clinic in a room like Matt did, or we could do it at home. And I'm thinking like doing it at home would have been
a little better.
Yeah, and I'm definitely a more at home dude.
Yeah,
clinic, too much
I
pressure.
can't blame you. I don't think we had that option though.
What, to do it at home out the place?
Yeah, because we was all the way in like Norfolk or Chesapeake, so we definitely would have been over like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I wouldn't have cared. I'm a nasty dude, man. For real.
He said I can get it off anywhere.
Man, I'm a nasty dude.
Yeah. So like I said, Matt and I, we did all of that. We did the IUI. And I remember vividly, we did the whole procedure. They did the baster. They shove it up your uterus, and they test you to make sure you're ovulating and make sure that it's gonna attach to an egg. So I'm thinking, there's no doubt I'm gonna be pregnant. There's no way. And I remember my cousin, actually Danielle. It was October. She had a birthday party, and I was at her. And in my mind, I was pregnant. I didn't drink. I was so sleepy. Like, that's what my brain told me. Was you sleepy? You pregnant? You shouldn't drink. You shouldn't do nothing. So I was at the party, we hanging out. I went to sleep early. I didn't do nothing. And then next morning, my fucking period started. And I'm there, and I rode with her. I rode with my cousin, so I couldn't leave. So I'm in her house, and I'm crying. Like, I'm going in the bathroom every few minutes, crying, telling myself, like, you ain't shit. You're not a real woman. You can't have no fucking babies. And I'm just beating myself. I'm in the shower. It's awful. Face swole. I'm just sleeping the whole day. And Danielle, I never told her, because I had told her what the process and stuff, but I didn't tell her my period started. I was ashamed. I hid my pads. When I was at her house, I think we ended up staying like an extra day. I think it was a holiday weekend or something. And I hid my pads. I put my pads in a bag, in my book bag, because I was ashamed that my period started. Knowing that I'm in my brain, I'm thinking to myself, and I'm acting it. Like I was for real acting like I was fucking pregnant. Because my mind said that this IUI is going to impregnate me and everything is solved. Like I don't have to deal with this shit ever again.
Yeah.
And see, for me, like Dana, she kind of, you don't mind talking about your struggles, and you and I talk and we chit chat and we talk through them. But for me, I don't talk much about stuff like that. If I have a struggle, ain't nobody gonna know about my struggles, because that's just me. I kind of keep my...
I'm a mental health...
Yeah.
So I'm in the mental health... I am in the mental health profession, and I have a bachelor's degree in psych. So that's always been like, I'll be the first person to be like, you know what? I work with people who are literally committed to a mental hospital or psychiatric hospital, however you want to be politically correct. And I see it's based off people who like hold in stuff like that. So that was one of my things. Like, I did in the beginning not say nothing, but I think for me it helped because I was like, it make you start beating yourself up. You don't have anybody to like remind you like, dog, like that's not the case. Mm-hmm. And remind you like, because as a woman you do feel all that. You like, you know what, my body is broken. All those things. I just want to do this, especially when you're a married woman. I think it hits married women a little differently because it's just like when you out here, just wheeling and dealing and with your boyfriend and significant other, I think it's different. But when you're like a married woman and like you said, like you got your stuff together, you educated, you did all the things that society tells you you're supposed to do, and then when it don't happen, you really start to like it wear on your mind. And that was one of the things I promised myself. I was like, nah, because I'm literally going to be I'm going to be a patient at my job instead of an employee.
And I told you last week, I said, I think you have an obsession and it's time to let it go. But I identify 100%. The only difference is my struggle, fortunately, wasn't as long as your struggle. So you could be way deeper in yours. Mine was 2 years, so.
Yeah, 2 years. Man, we getting a lot from Dana, man. How you feel about the whole situation, man, Charles?
I mean,
from a man's perspective.
I mean, it's crazy because like she said, you get upset. Well, she gets upset, so that kind of makes me upset also. Cause I'm like, maybe I'm not doing something right. But at the end of the day, all we can do is just try and just, hopefully something to come through.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
praying for you.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, like just let it be natural.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And
enjoy the ride. Because as soon as I said, fuck it.
That's when it happened.
It happened.
Right. Yep.
We didn't get the chance to say fuck it. It just happened.
It just happened.
So you just gotta, you just naturally just have to let it happen. Like
right.
It's gonna happen. If it's not, then you just gotta take it with a grain of salt. There's other options. If it come down to that point, you got years to decide that.
Yeah, I think we've gotten to the point. So, like Jazz has said, she has endometriosis. I have what you call polycystic ovarian syndrome. And the route that I'm taking right now is I need to get my big ass, this weight up off my ass. And that's where I'm at right now. Like, putting forward, like, really putting, like, really pedal to the metal and, like, really working out and taking back my health, which that's the one thing science has shown has been the most helpful. So I told I'm the main cook in the house, so we both about to be eating a whole lot different. Shit. I went to
fridge looking like vegetarians living.
It does. So I went and got me a Sam's Club membership, y'all. Yesterday, I've never bought so many damn vegetables. It can't even fit in my refrigerator. Like the refrigerator is like busting with like fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
So I made a whole like Pinterest board. So we really about to do this.
That's awesome.
Not vegetarians. We're not about to do none of those crazy diets where it's only gonna last a couple days, but like really making a lifestyle change.
Yeah,
and I'm
definitely
excited.
get some fish though. You know.
Yes, we have a lot of fish. We have a lot of fish. We don't eat a lot of red meat, so it's mainly like fish and chicken. Yeah. So like I went ahead and told him like, so we about to be really eating clean. I hope you're ready for this ride because you don't cook and I do. So get with it, get lost.
Hey, I like that you guys are putting forth that effort though. If you really want something, you got to go for it. Most definitely.
And that's the biggest thing.
Don't quit.
That's great advice. Yep. So, all right, Westons.
Oh, us? That's us, right?
Yeah.
Present. That's us.
We here.
For me, my thing is after birth. You know, after you have a kid. You know, some people's sex life goes down, and that's what
me.
That's what happened with us.
Sure, yeah.
We was like some rabbits when we first got together. Yeah. Now we like some who don't do much. Turtles. Yeah, we like those. Turtles. You know, we one of those.
So is it an issue?
So like Al Bundy.
It is.
Love it. Married with children.
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly.
So is it a strain?
It's a strain, but it's not like Derek is super supportive. Like he get it, but he a man and he got needs. So I get it too, and it's just like I don't know. It's hard for me to initiate anymore, or like any of that. And it really happened after having a kid, and I don't think it helps that our kid sleeps in the bed with us.
That doesn't help at all.
It does not, and we tried to kick him out.
No, you didn't.
He gotta go.
We really have.
Nah, y'all ain't trying hard enough. He gotta go.
It's more of like a punishment for him.
Yeah,
so
for him
like,
it's a punishment. He cries.
We moving in the next couple months, and we gonna like stick to it. I think we're gonna buy him a bigger bed.
That's what it
like,
is. He's comfortable in our bed.
And that toddler bed ain't it. It ain't like a bed, but like it does. So like for us, is we gotta go sneak in the living room once he sleep. Or we gotta have a night to ourselves where Derek will go get a room and we might smoke hookah and I get sick. So it's just something like, yeah, last time Derek tried that shit, we went to smoke hookah and I don't think the room was ventilated or something. I got sick as a dog, like was throwing up, was like, damn, am I pregnant? Like, it ain't happening often.
Hey, yo, that hotel sex hit different though.
It do. I didn't care that she was sick.
I did not because we still had sex, I think, twice that night.
I wanted
even
that.
though I felt like shit, it still happened. But that's been a strain. That's been his strain. Like me, it don't matter right now because I'm just at that mental state. But I know, like I said, he a man, and I want to do better for my husband. It's gonna happen. We working on it. Then this weekend, whole nother issue happened.
Red velvet cake.
You know. So there's that.
I'm gonna call you Dracula then.
I usually live through the motto that I learned in the military: if you can pump through blood, if you can stomp through mud, you can pump through blood.
So y'all have sex on y'all period?
Oh, I run.
Yeah, we'll go to the shower.
Yeah, you know, because the shower stop it. So
Matt won't do it.
You said you was nasty.
Do y'all have sex on
I am,
period?
but
so I don't because my period like heavy wise is probably like 2 days. So I'm not a heavy bleeder end of it. It's like a day and a half. And honestly, I don't even look at him, and he not looking at me because he's so TMI. But we don't wear pajamas when we sleep. But when I'm on, I'm fully clothed.
We know what time.
So he know what time it is, and so I roll over, he roll over, and it's kind of just like. If I got no clothes and we in the bed, that means it's a no-go. You leave me alone.
That means you pull them down to the side a little. You get a wet rag, you clean it off, and then you go about your business. Yeah, you go about your business.
Oh, yeah, you nasty.
I would get down like that. He won't get down like that because for me with endometriosis,
It's
the
gonna
only
happen.
well no, that's when I have relief. That's when I'm not in pain. Is when I'm on my period.
And your
So I'm the
sex
most
with your
horny.
period
So I'm my most horny
That it
is
does.
when I'm on my period.
Hold on, what happened?
When you have an orgasm and you're on your period,
Yeah.
it stops your period sooner than it would have. It like your uterus, because when you have an orgasm, your uterus
Contracts, which is
and
uh-huh.
it basically shakes it down a little more.
Yeah.
So it stops it. So instead of like being for full days, you may be like a 3.5 if you have sex. You have a good orgasm and it like shakes shit down.
Oh, so shit, we just gonna pull that bullet out. You gonna hit yourself with a bullet to cut the period out.
You gotta take it to the shower.
You gotta take it in the shower, in the tub. That water stops it. Like
does.
it
It does.
stops
Water
it.
stops it.
Water stops it.
The only time you
So
really
you
gonna
get it
see
wet
the
enough,
blood
it's
is
gonna
in the
stop.
very beginning in the shower. But other than
Or
that,
get you a detachable shower head.
Oh yeah.
Rinse off right quick. Go
Come
ahead.
on, babe. Come in here. I'm ready. You know what I mean? You just gotta go through it, man. You know, just gotta get it when you can.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
And I tell him that's when I have my relief. That's when I'm not in pain. Is when I'm on my cycle. And
And y'all got a big ass shower.
See, man, nah, I like to go in, man. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying?
go in where?
Like, nah, you feel me? You know what I mean?
Exit stage left.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a carnivore, man. I'm a meat eater. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
feel you.
I like to really
feel
get in depth on what I got going on, and I'm gonna be. It's not gonna be good.
I'm saying sometimes, you know, you gotta be a vegetarian.
I
You
know
just gotta
somebody
go.
who has been ate out on their cycle.
Nah, that's
that's
disgusting.
I ain't doing that.
Nah. I ain't that nasty. I'm a nasty nigga, but I ain't that damn
I
nasty.
ain't doing that.
Nah.
Yeah.
You'll let me eat your box on the cycle?
They say you put a tampon in.
No.
Because all you doing is licking the clit.
Negative. No.
I'm good on that.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
I'm the kitchen.
That's a
I like
negative.
my outfit.
Nah.
I know. So I just
Then you
found.
gotta
I just
wipe it.
talked to somebody just like 3-4 days
That's
ago.
some porno shit. You
They
gotta
said
get
that
paid
they
to do
got-
shit
That
like
is
that.
important.
So they got
So there's a
You gotta
whole
pay me.
article about these women in relation, these lesbian women who. That's one that they are. I don't know what it's called, but like it was a whole article, and they pose for these pictures, and like they both have like blood around their mouth.
Oh no.
Because like that's a part
Yeah,
of
no,
their
that's too
relationship.
much.
I'm
that
calling
they,
Peter.
You know, they get down.
No, that's
you
too
know,
much.
nothing stops them from enjoying themselves.
No, that's
Nah,
too
that's
much.
too much.
Yikes.
I can do it on it, but I ain't eating on it.
And I ain't gonna let you.
Nah.
I mean, I ain't gonna. I
No,
don't
she
know.
nasty.
Stick
You
no
just
tampon in
now
it
you
just
got
to
somebody.
get
You
my-
Yeah,
just
because I don't
nasty.
even wear tampons.
I wear
Nasty.
See, I don't
Who did
even
you
wear
marry?
tampons. But no, I'm telling you, that's all I've heard. We never.
I don't know who I married today.
But you know, DJ Envy say he eat gear out on her cycle.
Did he really?
Yes.
Okay.
I know never to go on the radio and talk on his mic.
Nah, that's not.
That's a negative. Nah, you gonna spit on that. Look, you got some blood. My bad. That's my baby.
I don't know. So that's all y'all. Just the sex stuff. So
nah,
what?
that's just mine. For
Okay.
her,
That's it.
yeah,
What's
for
yours?
hers.
Oh, hold on. Let's not skim past it because
Yeah, we need to talk about it.
yeah. So like when you say like y'all not having, what are y'all doing to work on it though?
Yeah.
Like you say he got, you know, he has needs as a man, but y'all are y'all actively trying to find a way to work on y'all sex life?
Well, we gonna do that after we move into our house and get
Yeah.
our child in his own bed. Like for right now, it's
life.
really hard. We
Yeah.
gonna so we want to make it
Changes.
easier for us
All of us.
to
yeah.
to actually put
Make
that
it
into
more
effect.
Yeah,
Because with
okay.
us staying so far from everybody, like our sitters are literally an hour away. Like it's hard to just get us time.
Yeah.
And our kid, he's the only child in the house. Now he's not the only child, but he's the only child in the house. So he want mama and daddy. Like he real vocal about that, and he don't want to sleep in his own bed. Like he want to be with us. So to not put a strain on our kids, like because we trying to get it in, like.
I don't want to be inconsiderate of him. You know what I mean?
Which, you know, so when we get in our
Man,
house,
sometimes you gotta be like, fuck them kids.
I mean,
Hey,
I look,
that's my motto.
Y'all done lock Cody out. You know,
Yeah.
do what you gotta do. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot easier once you're in a house. Like, it's more room for them to do whatever they gotta do. Like, we in a little apartment, a cluttered apartment where we ain't got no space.
And now that we done bought our first house, it's like much easier.
Hey, congratulations, though.
Yes.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Congratulations.
y'all ain't put it out there yet, so y'all do
Nah.
realize that
Yeah,
it's about to be put out
It's
there.
about to be out there,
Well,
though.
it's all right. We don't nobody live in Colorado.
We just wanted to make sure everything was finalized before
Yeah.
we said anything. So
But now that
everything's
everything's
final,
paid-
And when
everything-
that first thing break, just don't cry.
Yeah.
I just told them
Yeah,
today.
that home
I just
warranty.
That first
yeah.
thing, that's something. Yeah. So we got our house was brand new, so we still have pretty much all the major shit is under warranty, like all the like stuff that
Appliances and whatnot.
Yeah, well, the appliances are no longer under warranty.
Water
because,
heaters and
yeah,
shit.
The
The big stuff.
Yeah.
the big shit that like it will really make or break. But like buying a house is all like literally all fun and games until you get to the closing table. Like that piece, you sign all them papers.
Facts.
Yo, you be
no.
signing.
When they
papers.
change your closing date 100 million times,
Now,
that's
That
all
happened
it
with
is.
us,
never had
man.
experienced that. Like
God,
literally.
And I don't think we. I think
Nah,
we good on
we
that.
set our date and they sticking to it. Hopefully, we still got
Yeah.
a month and a half before we actually move in. So we
we
praying.
got our ours was easy, but literally like the process, because we had a new build, our house is still settling, so like there's cracks and shit everywhere. But like buying a house is so rewarding because it's just like we got something that's ours. It's very rewarding until, like I said, something that bitch break. Like we had a leak in the ceiling. Charles swears that I saw things because I'm like, you gotta call a plumber. Something's happening. He like took off
I'm
from
the
work,
plumber.
called a plumber, and nothing happened. Of course. But
So look, let me explain to you. So I'm out that night. She called me, and like there's a leak on the second floor. I get home, no leak whatsoever, no trace of a leak.
I cleaned
So
it.
I'm like, run the bath water again. Let me see if it leak again. No leak
Of
when she
course, it
drained the
doesn't do it
tub.
when you need to show, right?
So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, she tripping for real because I don't see how that was even possible. There's no trace of any water on the ceiling.
Y'all, I swear to God, it was a leak.
So she was seeing things, is what
No,
you're saying.
I took a
Y'all know
bath.
my
She was
cousin
being a woman.
dramatic.
She was
Yes.
being a woman.
You know your cousin
You know.
dramatic as
Listen,
hell.
I took a bath, drained it, and when I went downstairs, under exactly where the tub was, it was a puddle of water on the floor. When I looked up in the light, it was water dripping from the light. I'm not crazy. It just, like I said,
But mind you, that was about, what, a year and a half ago?
yeah.
Y'all still ain't
Mid-
found the link?
No.
No leak.
No leak, exactly. No leak. No leak. You go downstairs, no leak.
Y'all don't got no animals.
No, ain't got no animals.
It's a new build, so it might have a new ghost in there or something. You know,
Yeah, for real.
moved in with y'all. Like we're gonna take over y'all house.
They can have it and then mortgage.
There was nothing there.
But yeah, to answer y'all question, like it's something we know we gotta work on, but like we in a good space. In Georgia, we wasn't in a good space.
Nobody
in Colorado,
is.
yeah, in Colorado, we in a really good space, and
Give them some backstory on that.
we gonna get to that. We
Yeah.
gonna get to that because that was my struggle.
Okay.
So I mean, we in a good space in Colorado. I mean, we found like-minded friends who are in a relationship with a kid close to our age. Granted, they're not there now, but like it's Colorado is a good place for our family. So it's something we're gonna work on, and I just feel like I'm scared that once we work on it, our next kid's gonna be on the way. But I do want another kid. Just shut up. Don't even say nothing because you was about to.
You got it.
There you go. So yeah, I mean, I feel like once we get in that good space, it's gonna end up real quick in a kid, just because he don't think he fertile, but his pull-out game real
I was
weak.
told by a doctor that I cannot have kids.
And a week later, I found out I was pregnant. So
Which
that'll
is
let
true.
you know something.
So,
Listen, doctors do not know what
They
they're talking about.
don't.
because I got 2 kids.
Right.
So for him to say I shouldn't have had the first one, that I should get a test, tells me that
And then a
these
week
doctors
later,
don't
I
know
found
what
out
they be
I
talking
was
about.
pregnant. So, it is what it is. We're gonna be in a house where we got enough room to welcome another kid. So, I mean, I'm super excited to see what's gonna happen and how everything's gonna transpire. This weekend was really good for us too. We've been stressed with the whole house situation, just been stuck in the house with our kid, and we irritated with each other. So this was a good weekend for each other. We had a good time. We were around other like-minded couples, and I feel like, I like him today. I'll like him tomorrow just because of this weekend. So, But
our biggest issue was Georgia, though. That was
sure.
our big thing.
So in Georgia, we lived in a small little city called Albany, and
Albany.
I went to college there. I graduated from college there. Ended up finding a good job and stayed. Met Derek there. Our issue in Georgia was I had nobody in Albany, and Derek's whole family, mother, sisters, brothers, like everybody, nieces, nephews, friends. Derek had everybody there. I had nobody. So he was always on the scene. He was out all the time. He was getting drunk all the time. He was with family or friends who made him no good. So he couldn't see it. And for me, I'm like, I'm pretty good judge of character when it comes to people because I don't like people to take advantage of people. And Derek's a really good guy. Like, he'll take off the shirt off his back for the next person. I mean, if we see a homeless person, he buying them food, water, whatever. Like, he's a really good person. And I seen that, and I'm like, you letting everybody take advantage of you. So yeah, I noticed it, and I didn't like what I was seeing. And, I mean, even family. I mean, Derek put himself in a hard position, which made us struggle for this house because he was such a good person when it came to helping out everybody. And it was to the point where we had our kid, and he was still, I was pregnant, and he out in the clubs. And
working.
He
might I add, working.
With someone who was doing music who has still not made it. So that let you tell you what kind of working he was doing. Okay. So anyway,
she's not lying.
I'm real honest. So like, I get it. He's a good person. He was trying to help, but it wasn't helping our relationship. And even after the baby, he was still out. And I'm at home with a newborn. Mm-hmm. And Jazz remembered.
I saw it all on social media.
He was out, and I was at home with a newborn.
Working.
With a rapper who has still yet, nobody knows who he is. So back to that. It was just really bad. And it got to the point where I'm like, we either gonna leave Georgia together, or you can stay here with your family, and you're not gonna have your wife and kid, and it's gonna be your second kid. You're not gonna be able to have home.
I took the initiative to go out and look for a better job in a different state, further away from anybody,
far as hell,
and anything that could possibly ruin our relationship.
And best decision we ever made, seriously. Because Jazz even said it today. Like, she's known me and Derek since the beginning. I'm pretty sure that's our kid coming downstairs. But she's known us from the beginning. And, she sees Derek made me happy, but Derek had a lot of growing up to do. And even today, she's just like, it's a new person. Mm-hmm. Like, he's grown a lot. Like, it was that move that really put us where we needed to be.
I see it.
I see
the big difference. Like, Derek is already somebody to deal with because he's just a goofball. But just to see the man in him just over this weekend, even on social media, is just a difference. Even the immature ass comments, like statuses on Facebook, are not there like they used to be.
Nah, because I had to cut off.
They used to be inappropriate as hell, and you don't see it no more. So you can just tell the growth.
He had the wrong people around him, and I don't like to throw family in it, but it's just like family weigh him down. Like,
family sometimes be the worst.
His family, I love them, but everybody start getting drinking and people start talking about people. And I wasn't raised that way. So we were raised totally different. And we just had to get away. Like, literally now, like, his mom came to visit. And she was like, before we moved, like, his mom was just like, I'm glad you took him. I'm glad you took him. Like, this was the best decision he could ever make. Like, I'm sad you taking my baby so far, but this need to happen. And literally, our biggest struggle for me was being somewhere where I felt like I had nobody and he had everybody, and it was just very unbalanced and unhealthy. So Colorado was definitely the move for us, for sure.
That's good.
I love it. Like, I definitely see the difference in y'all. They used to be like bickering nonstop. I ain't seen none of that. I see Derek. I've always, even when Khalil was young, the couple times I was around y'all, he's always been very hands-on as a dad.
He's a great father.
Yeah, so that has never been my question, other than the fact that he would be in the clubs all the time with you at home by yourself. But other than that, when he's around, he's very hands-on. So that I know that was always, a great thing and nothing that really needed much improvement. But definitely to see the dynamic that you guys have is very, very, very impressive. Very impressive, and I salute y'all.
Thank you.
Salute y'all.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so anything else y'all want to talk about? This is an open platform. We can get it out. We can talk it out. Like, I feel like, how we call it a round table talk. Like, this is what we're having just live on the podcast.
You got any struggles, Charles, that you want to talk about?
Nah, I really don't.
You ain't got nothing going on. Charles over here quiet, man. You ain't got nothing to say.
That'd be his thing.
I do want to say something real quick, though.
What up?
Like, okay, so, I've been friends with Jazz almost 20 years. Like,
Yep.
Just seeing how good she did. I mean, I walked in the house. She gave me the code. She was at work. It was just me, Derek, and Khalil at the house. And, I text her. I'm like, I love it. Like, not that I expect anything different, but I'm, like, proud of my friend. Like, you got this beautiful family. Like, y'all promote black love. Like, your house is beautiful. Like, your kids are beautiful. They well-mannered. Kenna is my little boo. I thought he was going to be mean, but that's my baby. Like,
He's a charmer.
he is. He, giving my husband the side eye, like, real quick. I'm glad that we decided to come here this weekend.
Yes.
Like, it was good for us for sure because we needed a break.
It's good.
And
for all
it's good
of
to
us.
be around other like-minded couples.
Definitely.
Where you get to, like, everybody just loving on each other. There's no beef. There's no drama. And everybody just, drinking, having a good time. None of that stress. So
And it's good to see other couples that, like, y'all not just married to say you married, but you actually, like, you love your spouse, and it's not just for show. It's authentic. It's not just, me and bae, and then y'all go home to separate, y'all go home to separate rooms regularly. Like, there's times where it's just like, I don't like you for this moment, but, like, overall, like you said, the health of having a marriage where you legitly, like, you may have an argument, but at the end of the day, the best part is y'all both are invested in making sure that it's literally just an argument, and it's not like we about to go down to this courthouse and file these papers because I don't like you. Like, that's what I like to surround myself with. And I've told Jasmine, me and Charles have had this conversation, like, we like hanging out with other couples that are in the same boat. Like, we don't like being around couples who argue, like playful arguments.
No negative energy.
Yes, no negative energy. Like, playful arguments are fun. Like, I think that's fun when you be like, why you do that? And y'all, playing around with each other, but, like, literally, like, cussing each other out in the street and just showing your ass. Like, that's just not cute. And it's uncomfortable. But, like, yes, I enjoy being around couples who are, like you said, like-minded. You can see the love. No one's perfect, but, like, that they're invested in their marriage and the overall health of their marriage.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Peace and love.
Yes.
Hey, anybody know any fun games we can play, man? I swear I've been over here trying to figure out, like, if we had some questions or song we could play live. You know what I'm saying?
Never have I
Hey, I
ever.
swear I was about to say
Never
that.
have I
What's-
ever.
what's that about?
Play that game.
Whoa,
Put us
Never
on.
have I ever.
You be 31 tomorrow?
Put us on.
I don't know.
All right, so
Put us on. Let's do it.
I've been too drunk.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
My
never
bad.
have I ever.
Party.
Basically, it's easy because it's a quick game.
Yeah.
So everybody goes around. You put up 10 fingers, and everybody goes around and says, "Never have I ever." If you have, you put a finger down. If you have not, you keep a finger up.
That's mine.
Whoever loses, whoever doesn't have any fingers, game is over, and that person loses. And then you goes with whoever has the most fingers is the winner.
What did they do?
On the couch, on the iPad.
Okay. So
So tell us. So how does it go? So
she
tell
just
us.
said it.
So
but
I'll
said
give.
it
I'll,
again.
okay, so I'll give an example. We all got 10 fingers up, and I'll say, "Never have I ever had period sex with my husband." Whoever has had period sex with their husband, or is the husband who has had the running of the red lights, will put fingers down.
Okay.
So what kind of do you have like a
Nothing's
category?
off limits. Nah.
No, nothing's
Whatever
off
you
limits.
think
Like,
of.
you
Random.
just
Anything on your head.
Now,
Okay.
don't be targeting people like I'm like never have I ever had a baby named Cannon.
Yeah,
Don't do
so
nothing like
that
that.
ain't fun.
But like, never had like stuff where you legitly never have. Now, if you run out of ideas, you can say something you have done.
I don't like that game.
Why?
Cause
It's
she
not
gonna
whack.
lose.
Nah, it's not.
It's
Because you
not.
find out a
Because
lot
you
about
find out
people.
a lot about
Yeah.
people. Like,
And
it's-
with your podcast,
But I don't know
that's-
what
that's a
I
lot.
would ask.
just go into the flow.
Okay,
You go
okay,
last.
okay.
You
Y'all go.
last.
Okay.
So go this way. Just
Okay,
go
so
around.
I gotta put the hookah down.
Let me
We
get
gotta
that.
hold up 10 fingers.
We'll do 5 since we already been on for a minute.
Okay. let's
Yeah,
do
and we got kids hollering and jumping around.
that. Yeah, we got
All
3
the
kids
kids go
upstairs hollering. Okay, so we got 5. Okay, go.
All right, who's gonna go first?
You. I'm gonna go around this way.
All right, so I'm gonna use my example because that's all I got. Never have I ever participated in period sex with my husband or significant other.
Finger down.
So if we put a finger down, if
If
we
you have
You
done
have.
Yeah.
we've done that before on the end of your cycle.
So it count.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Charles, it's your turn. Nasty.
Never have I ever did anal.
All right, when you say
Well,
done,
well,
Participated.
towards a female, like.
all right, you never stuck it in her butt.
Facts.
Okay.
All right.
Or got so basically for the women, you've never got it stuck in your butt.
Y'all fucking ass?
No.
Oh, just him.
Just him. Okay.
Oh, you said with your spouse?
With anybody in general.
Put your finger back down.
Hold on. So you put your finger down if you have.
If you done it in somebody's
If you stuck it in the butt.
if you stuck it in the butt.
If you stuck it in the butt or had it
Put your
stuck in
finger down.
butt,
When we was in Vegas,
No, you did not.
that don't count.
No, you did not.
That don't count.
No, man. Like, no.
Put it back
Like,
up.
Put your finger up.
Okay.
But if you did it for anybody else.
No, but he has.
No, I
I know
haven't.
his whole sex life.
Okay, well, all right.
She do. We transparent.
He ain't fucking my ass.
I mean, come on now. Don't flex like you ain't requested.
I did.
Just
It
wouldn't.
didn't
It wasn't
It
going.
was awful.
Yeah,
Like,
you know what I'm
It's
saying?
the first time. It's amazing after that.
oh, which kid is that?
It's my kid.
Oh God.
My kid.
He can come sit in here.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so you go.
Gotta hold up on the-
Yeah, just
see.
walk on the smoker.
Let me see. I gotta think of one, man. That's
He's
just a
younger
lot that I've done. I don't want to put my finger down.
I don't know what the
You
hell
might
I'm
have to
gonna
take
say.
stuff out.
Yeah. Never have I ever received a tongue to butt.
And your salad toss.
Yeah.
You got the finger down.
Oh, no.
Whoa! Wait a minute, Charles.
No,
It's okay if you
for the
have.
guys, that mean you licked ass,
No,
right?
I
No.
mean, have you got your ass
Have you
licked?
got your ass licked?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean it's okay, man. I know some guys that say it's
Yeah,
alright.
I know a lot of guys
You know what
that
I'm saying?
I would blow in his butt.
She be
He'll let
requesting,
me.
man. She be
He won't
wanting.
let me.
Nah, it's nothing. You're not playing back
So
then.
y'all
I
wouldn't,
don't- I don't play-
allow no
I
woman
don't
to blow
play-
in your butt?
I don't play those
Nah,
Put your finger
it's
back
nothing.
up. All right, come on.
It's nothing with that.
Sorry,
Nothing with the
Yeah, kid has
with the
hit
butt
bit,
play.
So he only 2. So y'all don't be acting like we doggone,
'Cause he don't
you
know-
know,
He don't
doing the
know no
most.
better.
Like he only 2. All
Uh-huh.
right, Matt, go.
Dang, I don't know what to say. Dang,
You the one was so hyped to do the game.
Derek, take it.
I know,
And there has to be something
He just
that
went.
you
He just
done.
went.
He said he gotta go.
He just went.
man. I done did a lot.
Yeah, he got a potty.
Somebody go get my baby. There, just unstrap him.
Yeah, just go
And
bring
just
him
let
back.
him do whatever.
Go to the potty.
You ain't-
Potty's
Let me
down
try to
here.
take a
Man,
Yo, you know what I'm
Derek,
saying? When
just
the
unstrap
pressure's on, the pressure's on. You know what I'm saying? Never have I ever had actual sexual intercourse on the beach.
Alright, so it's my turn.
Yeah.
Everybody put their fingers down if they need to. Never have I ever had a threesome. Nobody. My husband says he has, but you know I don't know the truth to it because I wasn't present.
If you've had a threesome,
Not with me.
well, we
So Charles has had a threesome.
Hold on. What was the?
who's if you had a threesome?
Oh, I.
Did you close the door? Because if you unstrap the baby,
No, he could open up the
Yeah,
door.
the
Like
door-
yeah,
the
leave
door's
it open because if the
Because
kids come.
Cody just standing there.
Okay.
Okay.
So Charles and Derek.
2 dudes and 1 chick.
It don't
It don't
matter.
matter.
Well, 2 dudes and 1 chick. Yeah.
Is it 3 people?
Hold on, wait. Well,
That's a change.
yeah. I gotta put my finger down there.
That is considered a threesome.
No,
Oh, not.
That's a train. A
But
threesome
it's
is
three
2
people,
girls,
though.
1
No,
dude.
it's three
No.
people.
No.
A threesome is
Three people. He's had a threesome.
That nigga had a gangbang. My nigga was banging.
All right,
So you saying if
Margo.
it's more than one participant, or more than 2 people?
Then you put that finger down.
All right.
What's up?
You put a finger down?
I mean, yeah, I done hit some of my homeboys before.
We all done that.
What you mean?
He ran a train.
No. Okay, whatever.
I'm saying you ain't know the man all your life.
But well, I have.
No, you haven't.
You're a train
Okay,
dad.
so Margo, never have I ever had an orgy, like orgy sex.
That's
So
multiple.
wait, when you say that, are you saying you switch partners or are y'all in the
No,
same room
just
doing
people just going at it. That's orgy.
Okay.
Oh, y'all nasty.
No, we not nasty. I'm about to say.
Details.
So I don't
Wait a
technically
minute.
count it-
I already know the story.
Yeah, he knows. I
I
don't
can't give a
technically count it.
damn.
I don't technically count it as an orgy. Like it was me and another couple in the same room.
That's what
having
man I
sex-
did.
Having sex at the same time
You
in
did?
college.
That's not an orgy.
I mean,
orgy.
You gotta
Y'all
say-
flip the partners though? Y'all switch?
You gotta switch with an orgy.
No, okay,
You gotta
so
switch it
so
up.
more
You
than
just
more
had
than
public sex.
okay, well,
one
so
room
more
with
than one
another
people
couple.
having sex with another couple.
Yeah, so I did
Okay,
that.
so
Which kid is that?
Cannon.
Okay.
Cody's still standing at the top of the steps.
yeah,
Cannon
no.
right there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Cody
keep
at the
back.
top of the steps.
No, I.
Man,
So, yeah,
it's
I mean,
kids in
Did
here.
you go? Oh, did you go?
So you,
Yeah, that was her
That's
question.
my
never
question.
had-
So, yeah.
Oh, what the-
Never have I ever had group sex. How about that?
So yeah, I done that.
I'm down to 1.
I'm at 2. So who got one left? Cause somebody about to lose.
Me, I'm about to lose.
What
Yeah.
you
I still
talking
got
about?
3.
Yeah, y'all.
Charles got 3.
I got
Jazz
2.
got 2.
I got 2.
So, never have I ever included toys in sex with my husband or significant other.
No toys. Dang, she's gonna tell you.
Charles, you have? Data have it. You have?
I have.
You ain't never used no toys in the
With each
set?
other.
She said significant other.
Oh,
Were
okay.
you drunk?
Possibly.
Yes, we have.
So if you
What
got-
kind of toy was it? If you don't mind
We have-
being vague.
We have used I guess you could call it a cock ring. It didn't go well. It was
I
weird.
tried that.
And then a bullet.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Cody, you just want to be down here.
That's
Facts.
it. All the kids down here.
What do you want?
I mean, we almost done with this.
Okay, yeah,
I'm saying
So we
I'm
got
about to lose. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So we
Yeah.
can have a
Go
seat
ahead.
on the couch
Matt.
together in a minute.
Never have I ever been a part of the Mile High Club.
What?
Mile High Club. You on the airplane. Nah. I'm gonna try that one day.
In a minute, baby.
Not today though.
Go,
Nah.
baby. Hey.
You got the baby. I can't leave him.
Go wait in there. I'm gonna blow it up for you.
Yeah, go. You want to bounce in the bounce
You wanna
house?
bounce? Alright,
Yeah, go
bounce.
ahead. Go bounce. Wait. Okay.
Sorry,
Derek,
guys.
it's your go.
Let me do mine.
Okay.
You wanna bounce? All
Wanna
right.
bounce.
Yeah, wait. Where's the other kid?
Never
Like, we
have
need to
I
close
ever-
the doors.
Suck toes.
But you said so toes, so I ain't did that.
Nah. ain't sucking
I
no toes.
definitely have.
Our door.
Oh, who?
The bathroom.
So yeah, so Canada was.
I definitely have sucked some toes before. You got fingers left? You got fingers left?
Derek, you haven't sucked toes? Nah, you really haven't.
You know.
I don't suck no toes. I rub them, but
You
I
might
ain't
have
sucking
kissed
them.
my feet, but you ain't sucked no
I ain't
toes.
sucked no
You
toes.
right.
Oh no, I
right,
guess
right.
mine sucked.
I mean, he ain't never.
Okay, go ahead, Matt.
Never have I ever shot the club up and then ate the vagina right after.
So none of us gonna have a finger for that.
I wasn't.
You ever shot the club up and ate the JJ after?
Nah, I'm gonna hold that one down.
You have, Matt?
No.
He said he never had you ever.
Nah,
Negative.
So damn, it's my turn.
negative.
Let me think.
not doing that.
I think I got one.
Never have I ever had sex on a balcony.
Nah, I ain't did that.
Damn. I thought somebody was gonna lose.
All right, everybody finna lose. Never have I ever had sex outside.
Like outside or in a car outside?
Outside.
Alright, I'm good.
I'm gonna go ahead and head out.
I'm out.
Hold on. You said no. You supposed to say what you never did, right?
But if she can't think of nothing, then she throw herself under
Oh,
the
well,
bus.
both of my questions I did.
You tripping.
Well, think of another one.
No, don't be trying to get yourself back in the game because you out.
Go ahead, think of something else. Think of something else. Think of something
You
else.
been playing the game.
I'm
wrong.
dumb. All right. Never have I ever Never have I ever.
See, it's harder when you doing something you ain't never did.
Stuff that you haven't done.
Yeah, exactly.
Never have I ever. Shit. I done did a lot. Never have I ever
She ain't thinking that yet.
had sex with food.
What you mean?
Like head included?
Like whipped cream or none of that?
Like food.
This head included?
Yeah.
Like oral sex? No,
Yeah.
I'm out.
I'm out.
No food?
I
You
got
use
one.
food
You nasty. I
Yeah.
never used
I'm
no
about to
food.
say. Mine
Yeah.
was gonna be never have I ever gotten a facial.
Got what?
Got a facial.
I ain't got one of them either.
Nah, I ain't never had a girl come by. Ain't nobody come in my face. If you did, you ain't tell somebody.
You know.
Watch a movie?
So I ain't got to tell you nothing.
Yeah, I'm out.
But I was out with the whole
Yeah, the
food
last
situation, so.
Yeah,
Alright, so I'm
I
out.
definitely have used food before.
I was about to say I think we've all used food. That's the
Yeah.
best thing.
Yeah, well, Jasmine has it apparently. We'll change that.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
We'll change that. You know what I mean?
All right, y'all.
We'll
so,
get foodie.
Yes, grapefruit.
I won, y'all.
I think
You-
I actually
did you
won.
win?
I won.
But this is a
I
question
never
do
got
wanna
a
ask.
facial. I'm still.
Oh, hold on, Charles.
Hold on, hold on.
Question I do want
Hold
to
on.
ask the fellas. I was gonna say never ever have I ever kissed a female directly after getting head. Like that's some stuff, y'all.
Yeah, I done did that.
So you gonna lie in front of the people?
Directly after, no. Like you have to probably go get
After
Mr.
getting
Reed,
hit?
do some more
Hold
shit.
on.
Hold on. So after you nut or
No.
It don't
After you shoot up?
After
I'm sorry, guys. Flag on the play. He's absolutely lying.
his question is what's your
Have
comfortability
you?
Right.
with a woman giving you oral sex and then right after coming
might
up to
let me get a
kiss you?
kiss.
I've done that.
What's
Yeah,
your
I'll kiss
comfortability?
right
I've done that. Not after like shooting off from the load though.
Not shooting off.
Yeah,
But
but
just
like
oral sex.
just after you done
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, I've done
Yeah.
that.
it's
Yeah.
mine.
Exactly. Yeah.
You done cleaned
Exactly.
it for me.
Right.
Appreciate it.
And he's talking to.
Nah, I don't.
So, just for clarification, what he's discussing is if I give him head, then we
Yeah.
actually have sex, and during the act of sex, I am kissing him in the mouth. There are times in which he's okay with it, and times that he's not. He's just a weirdo.
It's yours.
It's just weird to me. I don't know.
It's yours.
But he'll kiss me in the mouth after he give me head. So,
I got my funny times too, though. Sometimes I'm like, alright. Sometimes I'm like, eh.
Right.
I don't like to give head, so she loves it. Are you a big
Damn,
head
man.
giver?
Yeah, like she really don't
No,
like.
Struggle
she
is real.
loves
The struggle
it.
is real,
and
man.
For me, I be feeling like, dang, I'm such a bad person.
Me
because-
too.
Yeah, I feel like that's like mandatory.
But you don't. It's not mandatory on your end though.
It's not, but it's mandatory for the female though.
I
That's just the
see.
way the world works.
Nah.
It's
roll
mandatory
over
on
and
his
be like
end.
this.
Yeah, I
Not
mean
so
it,
much
it, it
mandatory.
could be, but I feel like for
What
the
you
women,
mean?
Like, he gotta give me head.
See, it ain't mandatory.
I don't prosper any other way. So that's
I
what
don't get it
happened.
now.
I feel like
as
head
much
gets
as I should.
the situation popping. You feel
I
me?
ain't
Like,
got to
that's-
have head. Like I ain't got to have
I
it.
gotta have it.
See, I like, you know what I'm saying? I like to eat the box, but I really enjoy receiving, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
definitely.
I go without. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, try
Right.
I'm without. You know, it's a blue moon. You feel me?
Where Derek at? We need
Grapefruit,
Derek
you
on
don't
this
have to-
question.
You do
Derek.
not like to have to. You do not have to like grapefruit to grapefruit your man.
But what if I don't like the juices? Then what am I?
You're not doing something right.
Come and say what?
I don't
You're
like
not
the
gonna
flavor.
taste
So conversation
fellatio
is yes.
and cunnilingus.
So, Jazz has expressed she doesn't like to. I've expressed that I don't like to.
I thought somebody farted. Go ahead.
So basically, they were asking if it's a deal breaker. I told them for you it's not. I prefer.
Do you feel like you missing out, man?
Yeah,
Cause your old lady don't like to give head?
I've had some bad experiences with head, so it never was a priority for me. It does feel good. I do appreciate it, but for me, I don't.
You don't have to
like,
have it?
Yeah, I don't like her down there. You know.
No.
Oh,
It feels like it's disrespectful.
Yeah, I feel.
And
like,
I got a
like
friend.
she's
Her husband is
disrespecting
like
me.
that.
Yeah.
He don't have. He be
Yeah, I
like,
need
get
that.
up, man. Like
Yeah,
you
come on,
good. Like you
just,
ain't got to do all
Let
that.
me just go ahead and stick the tip.
That's how my friend. That's how
I'd rather do it than receive it.
That's how my friend, her husband is.
And I
Like
didn't learn how to until I was like after
she be
24.
wanting her husband to orgasm in her face. He won't do it. He like no.
Yeah, that's kind of on the disrespect.
I think so too. I think so too. I think so too.
Some women like it like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's disrespectful.
What's your
He don't do nothing but watch porn all day, so he think that that's how it's supposed to go.
No, that's not what I.
Yes, it
like
is.
that's more of a disrespectful level.
I think so too.
Nah, see, like
He just watched too much porn.
I don't think that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's disrespectful. I think between me and my wife, we should be able to explore any kind of avenues of
But
sexuality.
if I'm not comfortable with
Well,
it.
if you ain't comfortable with it, that's why we don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
But as
you
a
try
married
to, and you
couple,
feel like I
get
should.
it.
I mean,
So you
I
put
don't-
that pressure on me to make me feel like I should.
I feel like as a married
I mean, I'm
couple,
gonna
you try it
express-
one time,
I'm
and
gonna
if you don't
express what I
like it,
want.
What?
Just swallow one good time.
What?
It's changed the game.
Try something different. What they say in church.
What's on your hands? What's that? What is
What
that?
is it, man? Why you grab him like that?
Is that throw up? You threw up?
She probably ate too much.
That's okay.
Why you grabbed his hand? All right, y'all.
We got
Yeah, we gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We got kids crying. I feel uncomfortable. We talking about this, and our kids are down here, so we gonna wrap it up. Y'all, thank y'all so much for joining us. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves.
Yeah.
Again, we are the Andrews, the Williams, and the Westons. We hope
Yep.
you got a lot out of this. Thank you guys so much. This your girl Jasmine,
And your boy Matt.
and we are the
Millennial Tempo.